I'm really looking forward to marrying Lorraine, but I'm scared I'm going to be a widower before the honeymoon's over.
Well, please welcome Glyn and fiancée Lorraine. Hi, welcome.
Thank you.
Now we're just going to help you onto the sofa.
Yeah, thanks.
And we'll get talking to you. Now, you're not wearing shoes right now, Lorraine. Do you normally wear them, or...?
I can't get any on my feet.
You can't get any on
I haven't worn shoes for
2 years.
You haven't worn shoes for 2 years?
I've got loads of beautiful shoes and boots and kinky ones, you know, crocodile boots.
You haven't worn them for a number of years?
But I've not worn them for a few years. I used to wear heels like that.
Yeah. OK, well, let me start off with Glyn. How do you feel? What do you want to say to Lorraine? You said a little bit there. You asked her to marry you. What do you want to say to her today?
I want Lorraine to...
You can talk to her. It's easier than talking to me.
I just wanted to...
Sorry. Go on, baby, tell me.
I want her to stop smoking, cutting the chocolates out and biscuits. And I know she doesn't eat a lot of it, but what she eats is wrong.
Yeah.
She doesn't eat packets and packets of the biscuits and chocolates. It's just that she's eating the wrong things at the wrong time.
I've always been overweight anyway all my life. But I was very active even though I was overweight. I was big and bubbly.
What's the quality of your relationship like together?
We're very good together.
But what do you...
Baby.
Do you feel you take the role of a carer more, though?
Sometimes I do, yeah.
What do you do for Lorraine?
Well, I'll go to work all day. I'm a lorry driver, so I'm out all day. Sometimes I don't get home from work till 8 o'clock at night. Yeah. But when I come home, I make her cups of coffee all the time. I'm always getting up and cleaning round.
He does my shopping for me. He puts me socks on if I have to have socks on.
Does he have to help you get dressed and undressed? And what about baths?
Yeah, like things with socks or putting them. I've got an old pair of pumps, Trisha, and the reason why I've been wearing them is because I've got very bad water retention in my legs and feet, and they swelled up like balloons, and they don't look too bad at the moment to you lot probably, but if you have my socks on you'd be going, it looks like I've got 2 big balloons stuck on my feet like that.
No, but you're laughing about, I mean, you know, you're laughing
No,
about...
but I try to make light of it.
What are you planning to do in order to lose weight? You've got some plans.
Right, well,
what would you like to do?
She's been to see a consultant at St James's Hospital in Leeds.
To have what done?
To have a gastric bypass.
If you don't eat a lot of food, then what is the point in having an operation to restrict what you eat? If food is not the problem, why are you having this operation?
Because I think I do eat the wrong stuff sometimes.
Well, you can...
But I do eat a big blob of mashed potatoes on my dinner and things that I shouldn't eat, roast potatoes.
But a lot of them?
About 4, yeah.
How many times a week?
That's just like on a Sunday dinner, for example.
On a Sunday dinner, because what I'm saying is a lot of people say, I've heard a lot of times people say, I don't eat that much, I don't eat very much at all, but I want this operation, and the whole idea of the operation is to stop food going into the stomach. Well, if you don't eat too much, you don't need that operation.
Well, they all seem to think I eat too much.
Ah, they do,
yes.
Yeah, what were you going to say?
What? Do you eat at normal meal times, or is it like lots of times a day, or lots of times a night?
She doesn't eat in the day at all.
That's the trouble.
Oh, in the night?
Sometimes it's not what you eat, it's just the wrong time of day to eat.
Yeah, I think what it is, I've got in this pattern partly through the arthritis where I don't sleep very well at night. And so sometimes I get up in the night and I might have some cereal in the middle of the night, thing like that, or I could have a few biscuits or...
Now, you had this operation.
Yes, I had a gastric bypass.
And what were you before?
12 months ago. I was 20 stone.
Oh, you look beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
And, do you think, be honest, do you think you kidded yourself about how much you did eat before you had that done? When you couldn't eat that amount by having the operation, did you think, ooh?
Oh, I ate loads. I just used to stuff myself. I ate takeaways.
Did you really? I've heard lots of people, with all due respect, like yourself, that have said, I used to stuff myself. Now, I've heard him say that I've eaten 10 bags of crisps in one go, 10 cream cakes, etc., 4 pies.
But would you know what too much is anymore?
I can honestly say, Trisha, I've never ever sat down and eaten to that extent in one go.
But do you graze slowly? Was that what you were doing?
I do like fattening things, I'll admit that, I do.
I mean, I always try to diet. I mean, I've dieted. My mother put me on a diet. I came from a thin family, so I've dieted since I was about 3 years of age.
Yeah.
So I've gone up and down, yo-yoed all my life.
So was the operation the answer for you?
Oh, yes. Well, it was my last resort. I just lost all my willpower. I would recommend it to anybody that was desperate like I was. It's been fantastic.
Right.
Thank you. Okay. Hands on up. I'm going to come to you just a second.
It seems... Hi, it seems a bit of a drastic measure. I mean, you said when you've exhausted all other possibilities.
Do you agree with having an operation done?
Personally, no. I think there's always another way. I mean, fortunately for this lady, it's been successful. I mean, I've been in this business for many years, and I know of several cases where they've had the operation done, and
I nearly lost a friend that way, and that was
It's an incredibly dangerous operation. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying you're not desperate. Clearly you are, and I'm not saying... I know you are.
See,
and I understand there's a waiting list. You're on a waiting list for 3 years, and I'm saying in the next 3 years, instead of just sitting back saying, well, I'm going to wait for 3 years.
I've been told.
She's been told by the consultant.
I've been told I've got 5 years.
5 years to live, I know.
Yeah.
And then, but also equally, I mean,
5 years to live.
But it is like a drug addict.
So you think she should try something else in the 3 years that you're waiting?
Yeah, in 3 years. There's 3 years to change your approach, do something. I mean, I make the offer every time I'm on, but I gladly help as much as I can. But seriously, seeing you in the position that you're in, and genuinely,
you would gladly help.
Gladly.
For what? For free and that?
For free, you can come to. Honestly, you can come to the cell. I'm only saying I'm being serious, but do it. Listen, Lorraine, do me a big favour, and I'll travel to it. I don't know where you are, but do me a massive favour. Don't, because this television program, don't just say yes and whatever. If we work together, it doesn't work. Even then, go and try and find something else. Don't say my way is the only way.
All right, Jason. Thanks a lot.
Something else.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Get it right.
Hi there. Yeah. First of all, I think you're a very lovely-looking woman.
Do you?
Yeah, very.
Did you say that? You got very good. Thank you. Are you surprised at that?
Well, when everyone cheered then, yes.
Yeah.
But I was just wondering, me not being with it, what actually made you starting to put on the weight in the first place?
I wish I knew. I wish I knew, because I wouldn't be in this state now if I knew. I was quite normal, I think, until I started school, and then gradually I noticed the weight piling on.
Were you from a big family?
Yeah, quite a big family. And then
because you see, one of the things is that, you know, we talk about this flipping normal, you know, as you said, normal. Cycle on a washing machine, nothing else. One thing, another thing I've noticed is that when people talk about what's normal amounts to eat, even good foods and bad foods, we're never all speaking the same language. No. You're going to keep listening to the show and pick up some other hints and what have you, because I know we want to meet up with all of today's guests again, so you don't get off that easy.